Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is where we turn trading from an emotional roller coaster into a skill-based game of probability. Today we are diving into one of the most misunderstood topics in trading. What is an edge? The foundation of probabilistic trading. Trade like a casino. Let your edge play out. Most traders fail, not because they are lazy, not because they are dumb, but because they don't actually know what an edge is. And if you don't understand what your edge is, you're setting yourself up for emotional pain and financial disaster. Trading psychology improves when you deeply understand your edge. Why most traders break down. Here is the truth. Most trading psychology problems like fear, hesitation, revenge trades, rule breaking, they all come from one core issue. You don't trust your system. You don't know your age. So, when you lose 3 trades in a row, you panic. When you win 5, you get overconfident. You jump from strategy to strategy, hoping to find the perfect one. Sound familiar? It is not a strategy problem. It is an expectation problem. An edge doesn't win every time. It wins over time. What is an edge really? So, what actually is a trading edge? It is not a secret indicator, it is not insider information, and it is definitely not a 99% win rate strategy. A true edge is a repeatable system with positive profit expectancy. That's it. It means over time, your winners outweigh your losers, either by strike rate or by reward to risk. But here is the twist. Even if you have an edge, you can still lose in the short term. Edge doesn't mean short-term certainty. Edge is long-term advantage. The beginner's trap. Let's say you find a strategy with a 70% win rate. You test it, it looks good, so you go live. But in your first 10 trades, you win only 4. Now you're doubting it. Is this broken? Should I change something? Wrong move. The problem isn't the strategy, it is your expectation. You thought you would win 7 out of 10 because Matt said so. But in reality, variance is normal. The edge plays out only across large numbers. Trade like a casino. Let your edge play out. Aligning your mind with math. Here is a mindset shift that changed my trading forever. I don't need to win this trade. I just need to follow my edge again. That is what professional traders do. They don't obsess over one outcome. They think in terms of hundreds of trades. And when you think like that, something amazing happens. You stop forcing trades. You stop reacting emotionally. You just execute like a casino. Confidence comes from data, not hope. Why most people never get there? Here is the hard part. Most people intellectually understand this, but they don't believe it emotionally. Why? Because they never defined their edge. They never calculated expectancy. They never saw it played out hundreds of trades. So every win or loss still feels personal, emotional, chaotic. This is why journaling, data tracking, and simulations are so powerful. They turn your beliefs into conviction. Know your edge? Trust your process, master your emotions. It is the only way. Before you even touch a chart, if you don't know how your system makes money, you have no business risking real money. That is why in this series we are talking about age before we touch a chart. Because when you understand why your system wins, when it tends to lose, and what outcomes are statistically normal, then you become emotionally stable. You become consistent. And that is when trading gets fun. Let's recap. An edge is not a prediction. It is not certainty. It is just a math-based advantage over time. But here is the million-dollar question. How do I calculate profit expectancy and know if I really have an edge? In the next video, we will walk through it step by step, including coin toss experiments and formulas every trader should know. So, if you're serious about building real conviction, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and comment below. Have you defined your edge? I will see you in part 2. Bye!